We're ready for part 2 of this wing ding here. Okay, as you can see here, everything is pretty much all getting ready to be mixed in. I'm going to take the next step, which is the tuna. As you can see, I do have the tuna here ready to go. And in this part here, it's going to be a bit different here, so I got to pour the tuna in here. So we got to make sure it all gets in. And we are going to do this thing a little more right here. My lovely assistant is back. And this next part's going to be easy. Now we're going to mix all this in here too. You want to get this thing really mixed. Now, what's going to help thin this thing out a bit is going to be some milk. So, and just for the record, just so people know, I use 3 cans of tuna, 3 cans of cream of chicken, and those are the things that are in here, and 1 whole can of canned mushrooms. And that's basically what I use. I personally recommend with the mushrooms, and of course, I don't want to forget a pound of the macaroni. Any sort of macaroni you want, elbows, shells, all good. Now I got to get this going because I don't want that to turn into paste.
I threw the cans out.
What?
I threw the cans out.
Yeah, it's okay. The cans can be thrown out. Okay, and there you go. A little bit of milk helps thin it out a bit, and you want to mix it up. I'm putting the milk back here, so you do want to make sure you do that. So I'm going to mix this here for a little bit here, and we're going to get this going. Mushrooms are in here. The one thing I didn't put in here, and this part is going to be crucial, and no cheese. No cheese is used in this particular one, is vegetables. And I am going to use, I didn't get any mixed vegetables here, and but however, I am going to use some peas and carrots. And corn, yes, I am going to use corn. And we're going to throw all this in here. This is my world famous tuna casserole. So don't worry, I know what I'm doing here with the peas and carrots. Now, I'm going to turn this on to a little bit of a low temp to help this out a little bit here, because this whole thing is going to have to go in here, and it's going to have to really heat up. It's kind of got to get broken up here, but we'll get all that going there too. So I'm going to heat it up a little bit just to break it up, and I'm going to throw in a little bit of corn. Got a fresh new batch here. Thought we did buy more peas and carrots. I guess we didn't. I'll definitely have to remember that, put that on our bucket list of things to buy. And there you go, a little bit of corn. And there you go, peas, carrots, and corn is all in there. And like I said, this is part 2 to this one. Part 1 is already up for those who may already be looking at it right now. This is, of course, by request. Valentina, I hope you're happy with how I'm doing this. So, we are going to do that. And just so people know, here is the butter that we are going to be using. I can't believe it's not butter. Heated up slightly, and here's the bread. The bread will probably be broken up a little bit more, but we're going to get all this done, and everyone's going to see how well this comes out. And we are going to go to this here, and let me do this here. I'm going to wash my hand here real quick, just so people know here too that the mess has been cleaned up here already from the first part of this. The second part is actually going to start here right after I get everything in the oven. This doesn't go into the oven yet. The bread and the butter do not go into the oven first, so I'm going to stick this back up here so none of the cats can go after it. Oops. Darn, got to watch myself there. So we're going to let this go. And we're going to pour this on here in a moment here. I'm just waiting to see if this will break up a little bit here. And it is breaking up a little bit more here, so now I can stir it up. It was the peas and carrots, just for the record, people. That's probably the one thing I really should have probably bought more of is the peas and carrots. But yeah, I mean, this is still going to be good. So peas, carrots, mushrooms, 3 cans of tuna, 3 cans of cream of chicken, and you got your little bit of concoction here that you're going to use for this tuna casserole. Some people want to say you should just call it a tuna noodle casserole. And they're probably right. Okay, is this heating up? No, it's not really heating up so fast. But it should all be good after I put it all in here. So I'm going to stick this in here. Should there be a little more milk in here maybe? I don't know.
It's up to you. Probably a little more.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm feeling it. For those that want to know why I got the headset on, I'm talking to my sister too at the same time. I'm going to be talking.
Nobody sees you.
Nobody sees me?
I haven't had
Okay.
you showing.
Okay, that's good. That's good because
There is a lovely washing machine behind you.
That is, yeah, very lovely. Very lovely. One day I'll show myself folding clothes, washing and folding clothes, and I'll get people like Valentina, who I'm doing this one for, saying, "You wash like such a guy." Okay, we're almost there. Oven's preheated at 400, and now we're going to do this here. It's going to be done at a 10-minute level, and once I get my Wi-Fi on, I'll probably be able to have more time because it won't be taking up so much data, even though my data is unlimited.
You've got 6.5 minutes. 6.25 minutes.
6.25.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, this is good enough here. I mean, we're not going to worry too much about that being on now. Looks like we got it done. And this is the job. You pour this right over top of your noodles. So, peas, carrots, corn, 3 cans of tuna, your noodles, and soon to be your bread and butter too right after this cooks. This is going to probably be about a 10-minute cooking job on bake. And then I'm going to have to move this thing to a broil.
Just to put crust in.
Yeah, just for the bread crust, yeah, and I'll explain as time goes on. So, be patient. Patience is a virtue. Oh, I see. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
It's good. It's good enough there. Let's make sure we get all of it, all the chicken and the tuna in there, and the vegetables, and the mushrooms. Yeah. I probably... And, but believe me, you guys can do this in a small thing too. And I'm going to show you guys an example of that once this is all said and done. So, of how you can do it in a smaller casserole dish using a toaster oven if it's just going to be you and maybe somebody else eating it. This is enough for maybe 4 or 5 people to eat if they want to eat and be full and go to bed and feel chubby. Which this personally alone would last me and my mother about 4 or 5 days if we were eating nothing but this.
Okay, putting it in.
Okay, I'm going to stick this in the oven. At 400 degrees. 400 degrees on bake. And we're going to wait for this one to go. We're going to do this here. It's going to be 10 minutes. So I'm going to use the timer up here on the microwave. And we're going to do this here for 10 minutes. And we're going to start that now. Okay, I'm going to clean up. What are you doing?
I've got you.
Okay. Okay, good. I'm going to clean up here. We're going to definitely get this done. I'm going to do a little bit of a cleanup so we can get ready for the next step. Next step is going to be with what goes on next here with this, and that'll be about 10 minutes away here. Going to be a lot quicker for you YouTubers, and we'll probably have a part 3, which will be the taste test and to see the after results of what happens with this one here. So, YouTubers, wait up. Next part of it's coming up. Valentina, you're going to love this. Andrea, Jen, you guys are going to love this too. Jen, one day I'm going to have you on camera, even though you don't really like to do it. Showing the cheeseburger casserole.
There you go.
All right, there we go.